Hi guys, I thought I would come on and, well, not really surprise you, but show you what I was finishing up. And I'm not going to be on here but just a few minutes, but I did feel like that you all didn't get to see the actual, how pretty these molds are. I got it started. I've got this all over me. Here's my heart mold. See how I've started putting gold on the edge, but the rest of it's red. I thought I would do the rest of it while we chat for just, while I chat for just a minute. My husband is back from his appointment today. He had a thing he went to, and now he's running another errand that he had to run, or I think he is. And we've decided we're going to go. I live in Grundy, and we're on the Kentucky-Virginia border. And we're gonna go to Pikeville. That's the closest Hobby Lobby to me. And they got all kinds of shops down there. And we're gonna go to Hobby Lobby, and they've got a Goodwill that I want to stop at. And I messed up when I went on lunch yesterday to my Family Dollar because I forgot until Andrea told me today that they do the coupons on Saturday. I think a $5 off or something. And that 2-drawer wood box that I bought, I kind of wished I had got 2 of them because I want to bling one up or do something for me, and then I may do one to have in my auction. We may take a vote on what we want on it. I thought we would do something different, like stencils or rice paper or something, maybe a combination. So I may do like a little vote and see if I can bling that up. I painted the back of it too, and it may need touched up a little, but I just kind of wanted to show you the difference. I think it looks better with the gold trim. So, isn't that pretty? Can you see the detail? I think it's cute. Now, my lighting last night was not good, and I don't know what to do to fix it, so y'all gonna have to be patient with me. And with doing these molds, it is hard to see them when they're white. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna see that good on the camera. Don't matter what my lighting's like. But look how neat this looks. I like rough and buff. I use different kinds of stuff. I started to use my Van Dyke Brown glaze on my flower, and it wasn't doing what I wanted, so I ended up doing the rough and buff. But just look how, when you start painting that on, and if you didn't like it, you can just put something else over top of it. But I'm just going to throw this on here so you can see the detail of this, which, you know, you can see it in my line display too. Let's just throw this on there. And I use my fingers sometimes for this. And just, I guess you could put gloves on and use your finger and do it, but I already had this brush out doing the other, but see how that's doing? And you gotta get in all the little nooks and crannies. So I'm gonna put it down and kind of do that harder and see if I can get it to go in there better. My husband doesn't know this yet. Like I said, we are going to Pikeville. And I think we're going to go eat. Our anniversary's next week. What is today? For the 16th? I think our anniversary's Thursday. It's the 21st. Whichever day the 21st is our anniversary. So since that's in the middle of the week, and since we're going out of town today and not next weekend, he doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna be feeding me today. See how pretty? Now here's the difference. You can change it up and do different stuff. But remember I showed you this last night? This is the same crayon. So you can change it up, do different colors. I'm just gonna lay that over there so I can't put it back on the thing, but there, I hope you can see the detail a little bit better of the mold. So that's Gizmo, my Yorkie is 15 years old, and he likes to cry and whine like a girl. We tell him he acts like a girl. And Greg's not in here with me right now, and he's going to cut a shine on me. Let me put just a little bit more on this. So yeah, I think we're gonna make an evening of it. He is, I told him I had to finish this up to get it posted. And so while he's gone doing his little errand, I thought I would finish this up. So let's dry that up just real quick, because we're gonna do the UV resin on this real quick. I could have done it off camera and just showed you the pictures, but I wanted you to see it. I don't know what happened to my video last night. It was the middle of the night before that thing uploaded, and I really don't know why. So, I don't think we need the red no more for the heart. I used Paint Contour Barn Red, and then the Rough and Buff Antique Gold is what I used on the heart mode. I just think it's gorgeous. You could use this for different things. Put it on a box. I mean, you could just do whatever. I may put that on my, I may bling that up with hearts, where my name's gonna be Handmade with Hearts. Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna show you Gizmo and see if I can get him to be quiet. So this is Gizmo. Look in the camera up there, baby. Look up there. Okay, see? This is Gizmo. He is a Shorkie. He's a mix between, his daddy looked just like him, a full-blooded Yorkie, and his mama was a Shih Tzu. And he just turned 15. And he's getting to where he can't hear, and he's got arthritis real bad, and he cries. He cries like a girl. I think he can't see as good, and he can't hear good. And we keep them, I don't let them go through my whole house. I've got a section of my living room that I keep them in, especially where they've got older. And I just keep him over there, and as long as he can see us in the living room, he doesn't whine too bad. But sometimes he whines worse than others, and that's one thing when I go live, I'm afraid he's gonna cry and aggravate everybody, so Greg's gonna have to help me out with that. Tell him bye, Gizmo. Tell him bye. We're gonna do a little bit more craft, okay? Yeah. And he's sweet. So I'm gonna put him back in his spot. And then we're gonna do this UV resin. And again, we talked about it last night. Oh, let me show you just real quick. Remember the Formflex? Here is the birds that we did. And of course, it's not painted. I will paint these up and post them, but it's still flexible. I could like bend this around the glass. But you gotta keep them in a sealed container. So I've got my two birds in here. I've got that wax under my fingernail. So I've got that there. This won't take long. And then this is the kit. It didn't cost a whole lot from Amazon, and it came with the little light, and it came with 2 bottles of this, which is already pre-mixed. You don't have to mix like parts A and B. And it's got the little sealed lid, and you can switch it over to your lid to have a better doll of pouring the resin. And I probably should have my gloves on for this, but since we're just doing this real quick on this one thing, I'm not going to put them on. Here is the final result of the flower. I just painted it white. I used Paint Contour products on this. I do like to use the Paint Contour on resin projects. This is simply white. I just painted the whole front of it, even though it was white, to give it a coat of paint. Then I went in with the sage, the autumn sage, which I absolutely love, and did the little leaves. And this is another favorite, Madagascar mocha for the little tree limbs. And then I had started using the hazel, the purple hazel, and I didn't like it, not on this. So I went in with cherry blossom. It's a real light, pretty, it's really pigmented. And I think I hear my husband come, and when he does, Gizmo will start barking. See how pretty? So all we're gonna do is take our UV resin, and this has got like a little dip in it around the flower, and I'm gonna try to pour the resin on top of this. And I need to get me a stick. You got a minute to do this. And I'm pretty sure I've only done this on those ornaments, and then this when I did the glass jar. So I'm pouring it on there and trying to make sure there's no holes and that it's going all the way to the end. And I'm doing this a little too fast because I know once Greg comes in the house, it's not gonna be fun. You're gonna hear. And if we get this poured out and spread out to the ends, I'm just taking my little brush and squirting it out there. I think that's good. If it's not, we'll do this again another day. And I'm cutting this on 1, 2, 3. And you just put it underneath of your, let me turn it around the right way. And I think it's gonna take a couple minutes for that to set up. I'm trying to look to make sure it don't need any more resin. And you know what I see? I feel like there's a hair in the resin. But at least you're gonna see how it's gonna look. It may not be beautiful, but it's gonna show you. Yeah, I don't think I can get that out. I may just have to pour another one. But there's definitely something on. Let me take the scissors and get it. I shouldn't be doing this. There's something in. It's probably where I had Gizmo in my lap. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it. And I got a hair on me. So let's let that set up. And I don't know if I even poured enough resin. I think it takes, let me see if I can remember. I should have read the directions, shouldn't I? 2 to 4 minutes. So we've been less than a minute. So we can chat for a minute. Look at my jars. Oh my word. Look at that grubby goodness. Isn't that not absolutely gorgeous? This is a Dollar Tree glass jar with a silver lid. I did get ahead of myself last night, and I should have put me a label. Mod punched me a label on it. I don't know if I can do that now. If I can't, because I don't know if anybody would want it if I didn't do the label, I may just, it smells so good, I may just put me some jute around it, seal this, and then get me a pretty farmhouse label print, and just put some greenery and jute and just have that hanging off the front of it. What do y'all think? Would you want something like that without the actual farmhouse label on the front? Because I don't know where it's textured now, if I can put the label on it or not. If you all know if I can or not, let me know. So there's that one. I did the Java paint, the folk art Java. I love that. And then I did the cashew on this next one that I'm going to show you for my base color. And then I ordered the rust paste from Tanya with Mischief Managed Creations. If you don't know about her, go check her out. I did tag it on the page when I posted these pictures last night. So I absolutely love this jar, everything about it. And then this one is just a mason jar. And I thought about, I grunged the lid up too. And I know that would be pretty to to do it all, but I'm thinking about just sealing that when it dries real good and putting greenery and stuff out the top, and then, you know, ribbon in there or jute or something here, because again, I got ahead of myself and didn't think about putting a label on it first. But if you can see the texture, the colors in this one, this is the cashew Waverly paint underneath of this jar, and then the Java is underneath of the other one. See, it kicked off on me, so I'm gonna cut it back on. You can do that 2 or 3 times till you make sure that it's set, but isn't that cute? And so that was just a mason jar, and then this is another shaped jar that I got from the Dollar Tree that I had in my stash, and I did the same thing. I didn't think about labels on them. So there's that one. So yeah, I am almost got this. We're not gonna need this anymore, even if I messed up, and I think I just dumped a little bit of rust on that. I'm gonna wipe this off and put this lid back on, and then we'll see if that's set up and we'll be done. I just wanted to show you that it came with 2 bottles. It's got the same stuff in it, and I don't think it was very much. So if you wanted to experiment, now this you ain't gonna use, it would be too pricey to pour this in a mold, a big mold. But this is more for like layering to seal something with it, and it just gives it an extra something on top of the an ornament, or like this little thing here, or I see people use it with jewelry. So it would be pretty with any of that. And let's see how it's setting up. And I hope you'll be able to see it on the camera. Let's leave it just a couple more seconds where it kicked off on me. But yeah, I know last night it was hard. It's hard to see the molds when, I think even if my lighting was better, it's just hard to see the details in this. But once you paint it and it comes out, it's just, it changes it up. So, and of course it's not flexible because this is not the Form Flex. So I think that's enough. I think you'll be able to see the idea of it, and if I think I need to cut it back on after I get off the camera, I will. But let's see if you can see. Do you see the shininess? Yeah, you can see it. Do you see it? The shininess of it? It just gives it a little something extra. And then you could just put this on something. You could use your Top Bond glue or decoupage glue and put that on something. But it's flat, so you're gonna have to, you know, put it on something flat. But there you can see it. So that's UV resin. So I think that's it. I did post a little image saying that you've got till 8 o'clock tonight to share video 1 and 2 out. I tagged video 1 and 2 on those 2 videos. I think most people's already sprinkled them out, but just in case where it didn't upload till the middle of the night, I wanted to give you more time. So we're gonna head and do a little Hobby Lobby and Goodwill shopping. And then tonight when I get back, I will tally up all the votes. And even though the cutoff's at 8 p.m. tonight, I may not do the drawing until tomorrow. And I'm trying to download the app for the spin the wheel. I think that's better. And I can put everybody's name in and screenshot the wheel and show you and do it that way. So I'm gonna try to do that, but it may be tomorrow before we actually do the drawing. And then when I'm in Pikeville shopping today, I may pop on and show you some things in Hobby Lobby that I'm getting, just to hop on there for a minute. I wished I could do it live, but so Handmade with Hearts coming in a couple days. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Remember to support Mandy's fundraiser tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, with 4 rustic hearts in Hen House Bloom. I'm sorry, I can't remember the whole name. I think it's awesome that all the ladies are coming together and auctioning off pieces to raise money for this benefit for her, and pray for her that she does well, and that God will be with her when she has her procedure. And we love you all, and I hope you have a good weekend. See you soon.